Welcome. Now we will solve some numericals based on braking conditions of DC and AC drives. So, the question 1 is like this: rheostatic braking is employed with a 4-pole DC separately excited motor driving a load. The armature is OA wound and has 251 conductors. Moment of inertia of motor load combination is 350 kg meter square. Armature resistance is 0.02 ohm. Flux per pole is constant at 0.02 Weber. Calculate the time taken to reduce the speed from 100 rpm to 1 rpm. Armature current is 300 ampere and constant until the entire external resistance is cut out. So, we will solve this numerical. So, first of all, you know that back EMF EB, because flux is constant, it is K phi into omega, which is C into omega. Omega is the speed in radian per second, and electromagnetic torque, motor torque is K phi into IA, and phi is constant. So, it is C into IA. C is K into C equals to K phi. So, that is P Z phi by 2 pi A. P is the number of poles, Z is the number of conductors in the winding, phi is the flux per pole, and A is the number of parallel paths in the winding. So, here it is a 4-pole machine, P is 4, Z is the number of conductors, it is given 251, phi is the flux per pole constant 0.02 Weber divided by 2 pi, and number of parallel paths is 2, because winding is OA wound, A is 2. So, with substitution of the values, you get the constant C, back EMF constant or torque constant, you calculate 1.598 volt per radian per second or volt second per radian. Now, initial speed omega 1 equals to, because initial speed is given 1000 rpm, 100 rpm, 100 rpm. So, it is 100 pi by 30, 2 pi n by 60, n is the rpm and rpm is here 100. So, 2 by 60 means 1 by 30. So, 100 pi by 30. So, that is omega 1 is 10.472 radian per second. Now, let us analyze the braking process. During the initial phase of braking current is constant, motor current is constant at 300 ampere. How the current is maintained constant? By cutting the external resistance with the reducing speed, the current is maintained constant. So, how far this current can be maintained constant, to what speed? Say at speed omega 2, until which current is equals to 300 ampere is given by, is such that back EMF EB 2 at that speed, which is C into omega 2, at omega 2 the back EMF EB 2, that is C into omega 2. What is the value of B at the end of this, at this speed omega 2? Braking current is still 300 ampere. So, it is IA into RA, and what is IA? IA is 300 ampere and RA is 0.02 ohm. So, it is 6 volt at omega 2. Then omega 2 is EB2 by the proportionality constant C, EB2 is 6 volt, C is already determined 1.598 radian per second. So, 1 volt per radian per second. So, that omega 2 is obtained as 3.755 radian per second. Then after omega 2, braking current cannot be maintained constant, because armature resistance is totally cut out, totally removed, totally eliminated from the circuit, totally cut out, or external resistance is 0. Then obviously, braking current will fall with the induced EMF. So, what is the braking current? Braking current equals to, let us write IB. So, it is minus of EB by RA. Only resistance in the circuit is EB or RA, and back EMF induced is EB, minus sign because it is opposite to the motoring current. So, that is the it is negative with respect to the motor current. So, okay. So, then what is EB? EB is C times omega divided by resistance is RA. So, final speed omega 3 is 1 RPM. So, it is 1 pi by 30. Omega 3 is 1 pi by 30 corresponding to 1 RPM. So, you find out what is pi by 30, that is 0.10472 radian per second. And from omega 2 to omega 3, torque T E is C into I B, because torque is C times the current, C by I B, and I B value is already obtained. So, it is minus of C square omega by R A. So, time taken to reduce speed from omega 1 to omega 2 is how to be determined? Let us say it is T1, let us say T1. Then, so TB TE equals to J d omega by dt, and TE is C into IA, minus sign because current is produced by the back EMF. So, it is in opposite direction. So, IA is 300 ampere minus 300 into C. Note that you see during this speed reduction from omega 1 to omega 2, because it is rheostatic braking, there is no supply voltage. So, current is circulated by the back EMF. So, current is in opposite direction to the motoring current. So, current is minus 300 ampere. So, you can say minus of IA. So, minus 300 ampere and proportionality constant is C. So, torque is minus 300 by C. So, now equate it with J d omega by dt. Hence, what is dt? Minus J divided by 300 C into d omega. So, this implies integral of dt equals to minus integral of J by 300 C d omega, and initial speed is omega 1, final speed is omega 2. During this interval, current is constant at minus 300 ampere. So, T1 braking time, initial braking time T1 is, if you integrate, it is J by 300 C omega 1 minus omega 2, and J divided by 300 C, and omega 1 you have obtained, that is 10.471, and omega 2 is 3.755 radian per second, and C is already obtained. So, substituting this value of C, you get initial braking time is, initial phase braking time is 4.9 second. Next phase, from omega 2 to omega 3, braking time equals to T2, and during this interval TE I have already written. So, it is T is C times minus EB by RA. So, it is minus C square omega by RA, and TE is minus C square omega by RA equals to J d omega by dt, inertia torque. So, what is dt? dt is minus J R A by C square omega, no, d omega by omega. So, now integral of time dt equal to minus J R A by C square integral of d omega by omega. Initial speed is omega 2, mode second phase starts, final speed is omega 3. So, it is J R T 2 equals to J R A by C square log natural omega 2 by omega 3. You can substitute the values. J is 350 Ra is 0.02, C is 1.598 and omega 2 is 3.755 radian per second and omega 3 is 0.10472. Substituting these values, you get T2 equals to 9.81 second. This implies total breaking time equals to T1 plus T2. T1 is obtained as 4.9 second and T2 is 9.81 second. So, total breaking time is, you can calculate, 14.71 second. Okay. This is question 1 solution. Then we will just solve one more numerical, question 2. So, the second question is like this: a DC shunt motor has a magnetization curve at 1000 rpm as given below. Field current IF when 2.5 ampere, EMF is 40 volt. When field current is 5 ampere, induced EMF is 80 volt. When field current is 7.5 ampere, induced EMF is 117 volt. And when the field current is 10 ampere, induced EMF is 142 volt. Armature resistance is 0.05 ohm, field resistance is 110 ohm. Speed of the motor is reduced from 1000 rpm to 540 rpm by reverse current braking. The supply voltage is 220 volt. Armature current during braking is not to exceed 202 ampere. Armature circuit resistance remains constant during braking. Moment of inertia of motor load combination is 80 kg meter square. Determine the time taken to reduce the speed from 1000 rpm to 500 rpm by reverse current braking. We will solve this numerical. First of all, supply voltage is 220 volt, V is supply voltage is 220 volt and field resistance is 110 ohm. So, field current, what is the field current? Field current IF is V supply voltage by field resistance RF. Supply voltage is 220 volt, RF is 110 ohm. So, field current is 2 ampere. What is back EMF? Back EMF at IF equals to 2 ampere and 1000 rpm. This is determined from the magnetization curve. So, as you see from the magnetization characteristics, at 2.5 ampere field current, EMF is 40 volt. At 5 ampere field current, which is just double of in first value, EMF is 80 volt, just double. So, that means field current up to 0 to 5.5 ampere, the magnetization graph is linear, straight line. So, by interpolation technique, the field current, when field current is 2.2 ampere, EMF can be determined. So, induced EMF, let us write EB1 at 2 ampere is given by 2 by 2.5 into 40 volt, because at 2.5 ampere EMF is 40 volt. By interpolation, field at 2 ampere field current, EMF is 2 by 2.5 into 40 and that is 32 volt. And the corresponding speed N1 is 1000 rpm, because induced EMF also depends upon the speed along with the flux. So, if rpm is omega 1 N1, so speed omega 1 is 2 pi N1 by 60, N1 is 1000 rpm. So, it is 104, you find out 104.72 radian per second. So, now you know that back EMF EB1 equals to C times omega 1, where C is the proportionality constant. So, what is C? C is EB1 by omega 1. EB1 is 32 volt and speed is omega 1 corresponding to 1000 rpm is 104.72 radian per second. So, we find out what is proportionality constant. 0.3056 volt per radian per second, by mistake only radian per second is written. So, now during braking the current is not to exceed 200 ampere. So, external resistance has to be determined. So, total resistance that means including external rheostat and armature is R. So, at the beginning of braking, current IA, let us write IB, braking current equals to supply voltage V plus EB divided by R. R is the total resistance and V is 220 volt, EB is EB1 because initial speed is omega 1, induced EMF is EB1 divided by R. And what is EB1? EB1 is determined corresponding that to N1 is 32 volt by R. So, this is the braking current magnitude. So, you can write now current IA is minus of IB. So, minus of 252 by R. And what is the braking torque? TE equals to C into IA. So, C into IA, torque is C into instantaneous current IA and that is C times or say minus C times supply voltage is 220 plus back EMF, instantaneous back EMF by resistance R is constant and this EB is C into omega. So, minus C 220 is the supply voltage, back EMF is C times omega divided by R. You just closely analyze the equation. You see minus sign is coming because torque is negative because current is in opposite direction to the motoring current. So, torque is also opposite to the motoring current. So, current and torque are both negative indicating braking action and here back EMF EB constantly reduces with speed as due to braking speed reduces. So, back EMF EB also reduces all the time when the speed is omega, instantaneous speed back EMF is C omega. So, this is the expression of the torque. So, now this torque is J into d omega by dt inertia torque. So, using this equation we can get the time relationships, braking time. So, using this relationship, so you have minus C into 220 plus C omega divided by R. This is the braking torque equals to J d omega by, this implies dt equals to minus J R by C into d omega divided by 220 plus C omega. Then braking time TB is integral of dt, that means minus J R by C integral of d omega divided by 220 plus C omega from initial speed is omega 1, final speed is omega 2. So, you can write J R by C square ln log natural 220 plus C omega 1 divided by 220 plus C omega 2. So, in this expression J is given 80 and R is, so R is not yet determined, I have to determine the R first. So, let us determine the R. So, 200 at the starting of at the initial point of the breaking, the current is 220 plus 32 is the initial back EMF divided by R. You see 220 is the supply voltage at the starting initial part of the breaking, speed is 1000 rpm. So, EMF is 32 volt and resistance is R, and this is 202 ampere, because breaking current will not exceed 202 ampere. So, from this you can get total resistance in the circuit. So, which is 252 divided by 202, it is 1.2475 ohm. R is fixed by this, external resistance is fixed, so that R value remains this 1.2475 ohm throughout the breaking. So, now J is there, R is there, C is already determined, and omega 1, omega 2, omega N2 is 540 rpm, speed is to be reduced to 540 rpm. So, from this you get omega 2 equals to 2 pi N2 by 60, N2 is 540, so that it is 56.549 radian per second. So, C is already determined, and substituting these values you get the breaking time TB equals to 64.33 second. This is the solution. Thanks for attention.